driving by Farnbacher.
They used all of the curve on the exit of turn one, just carrying as much speed as he possibly can. They formed over the radio there. 5.5 minutes to go in this race, and that is the gap. It's what, 2 or 3 car lengths between the two of them, if that.
And now look at that, 4 cars they're coming up on, including the leaders in GT Challenge. So this is going to be fierce. That first car on your screen is your leader in GT Challenge, Bleekemolen. That car is second in GT Challenge, the 45 Lizard car, then the lap car of the 48 Porsche in GT, and then our GT leaders coming up on them. There goes the 48 car past second in GT Challenge. Jeremy, this is going to get awfully fraught here. These guys, this is going to be close. I don't know any other way to put it, because he's got to get through clean. He does. Now, Milner able to knife through, get underneath that 48 car, swings around the outside of Andy Lally, and now trying to make the pass on Bleekemolen. Both of those guys get through. Now they've got Bleekemolen, and Farnbacher got the drive. Milner got balked a little bit. Now Farnbacher swings out. That wasn't going to work. He tucks right back in. Now, though, he was thinking, can I get anything done here? But they've got to get by Bleekemolen. Both do. So, that was close. And now as we start, 4 minutes left in this one. Clear track. It's down to these two in GT.
Brilliant driving by both of them there. Tommy Milner certainly held up a little bit coming off turn 10. That enabled Dominic Farnbacher in the number 91 Viper to get a run on him. But smartly, Milner held the inside line down to turn 1, as he's absolutely entitled to do, and holds on to the lead. That was the number 17 car, Brian Sellers, serving his stop and 60-second hold penalty for that incident earlier on with the car number 30.
I certainly expected that, and it was announced while we were in that great sequence of racing. In GTC, Pumpelly, through that all, actually carved another half second out of Bleekemolen in the margin there, now 1.8, as we are coming up on 3 minutes to go. So 2 laps, maybe 3 here. And boy, look at this. Farnbacher has the bit, and Milner feeling immense pressure through turn 10. Coming up here, yeah, they should get now at least 2 laps to go.
Kind of depends where the overall race leader is. So here's this battle though, right behind the GT cars for second place in PC, and Kyle Marcelli looks to the inside into turn 1. That's not going to work. Renger van der Zande heads up the hill now with a couple of GT cars right ahead of him, and Marcelli again trying to take advantage. Whoa, big slide by Kyle Marcelli.
And van der Zande guessed right there, got to the inside in 3, and boy, he gave him all of 2 car lengths, maybe. Because Marcelli just coming, but boy, what a moment by Marcelli, trying to pinch the inside there, gave it the big wiggle, and was able to hang on to it. Now that is fierce. Here you go, this is your GT Challenge battle. It is Bleekemolen hanging on over Spencer Pumpelly, and remember, Pumpelly stopped, and I think they got tires, so he may have just some fresher tires on than Bleekemolen does, and that may be spelling the difference.
I think you're right, but Jerome Bleekemolen, he's a wily campaigner. He's been around this sport a long time, and an awful lot of success in Porsche, so he knows how to manage his tyres. I'm sure he'll be trying, have been trying, to keep a little bit in hand for the final couple of laps. He's going to need it.
Boy, Milner just a little slide at the exit of 9, approaching 10, with 1:40 left to go, and Farnbacher watching, hunting, looking, any opportunity that he can. Boy, they would love to put this one and get the win. But you heard Oliver Gavin earlier in the show say it's been a long time since Sebring. We need this.
And we're coming up to get through these two, though. This is a battle, though, for second place in PC, working their way through the 2 GT leaders. So, you know, there are battles all the way down the field, and poor Kyle Marcelli there got held up a little bit by the Viper, because the Viper doesn't want to give anything away to the Corvette.
Well, and van der Zande equally got held up by Milner, who didn't want to let him through and slow him down. So really, nobody gained, nobody lost too much in this, other than I think Farnbacher, who definitely, he'd been all over the back of that vet, and now he's a good 5 car lengths off.
Yeah, actually, I think both of the second place guys in these particular battles lost out a little bit there, but still, you know, we've got the time is ticking. I'm not sure where the race leader is. I don't think we've seen the white flag just yet. So perhaps 2 laps to go there in this wonderful battle for the lead in GT.
Boy, and it is that. Boy, van der Zande trying to hang on to that second spot in LMP Challenge, drove those two GT cars perfectly, really stretched that margin over Marcelli, and Milner doing a nice job to expand his lead now. You can see that it's, well, at the line, officially, that margin was a second, and it was none of that at all. Here we go, expecting the white flag here for Lucas Luhr, the number 6 Muscle Milk Pickett Racing HPD ARX 03C. There it is, 1 to go for Luhr and Franchitti. Boy, I'll tell you, Sharp has trimmed that margin down a little bit, got it to under 2 seconds. Sharp has in the battle for P2. Oh, lots going on yet.
Tremendous, isn't it? And the white flag came out there with about 5 seconds to go. So Lucas Luhr is looking to bring this car home to the finish, but all sorts of other people are battling for positions themselves.
And look at Sharp. He is almost over the back of Franchitti, getting by Bleekemolen. So we've got class leaders here in GT Challenge together, in overall and in LMP2. There is Sharp right in front of Lucas Luhr. Luhr trying to swing around here, but Sharp trying to do everything he can. He does not want to lose any ground to Franchitti. Sharp wants one more lap. That's what he's fighting for. And we just saw a car with some smoke, a little damage. Who was that? That's one of our
number 9 cars.
Oh, yeah.
Bruno Junqueira, many laps down.
So here we go. Lucas Luhr onto the front straight. That's Franchitti in front. Sharp trying to come along, but Lucas Luhr is going to get the win.
Nice job, buddy. Nice job, pal.
And that
Good
essentially
job,
means even though Franchitti will complete another lap, Sharp getting the checker behind him. But look at this battle in GT. Farnbacher trying the outside for a minute as they headed into 4. Not there. Up into 5. Boy, swinging way out. Wants to grab the throttle a bit sooner and make the drive. And you know Milner's going to be all the way to the right down this straight, Jeremy.
He is, and Tommy got a little bit defensive there going into the second part of the fourth quarter. But it's a drag race now, but boy, here's a PC car getting in the fight as well.
Oh, but look at this! He thought he was going to go to the left. Milner opened the door up, and down goes Farnbacher. But that LMP Challenge car, Farnbacher had the run, thought maybe I'll ramp the outside. And that LMPC car coming by absolutely disallowed that. And here we go. It is going to be Milner bringing home the win in GT for the Corvette team. And Dominic has got to be going, boy, what if that car hadn't been there? So at this point, here are your class winners. Luhr overall in P1, Franchitti in P2, expanding his point lead.
Deltran battery tender battery chargers.
Milner,
just like the everyday
GT,
consumer, the racing.
Bleekemolen in GT Challenge. Wow.